Bachelor of Physiotherapy, please rise. Sir, the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy under the Faculty of Allied Health Sciences, Master of Physiotherapy and Bachelor of Physiotherapy are presented, and all the remaining candidates of Doctor of Philosophy under the Faculty of Allied Health Sciences, Master of Physiotherapy and Bachelor of Physiotherapy are presented in absentia. These candidates have been examined and found qualified for the degree. I pray they may be admitted to the respective degrees.
I have the honor to request you, sir, to admit the candidates whose names are set out in the list to respective degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor of Niti University, I admit all the candidates presented to the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy under the Faculty of Allied Sciences, Master of Physiotherapy and Bachelor of Physiotherapy, and in token thereof, they have been presented with these degrees. Your speech and conduct should befit the degree awarded to you.
Candidates, please be seated.
The Chairman of Board of Studies in Humanities will now present the candidates.
Candidates of Master of Arts, Journalism and Mass Communication, please rise. Sir, the candidates for the degree of Master of Arts, Journalism and Mass Communication are presented, and all the remaining candidates of Master of Arts, Journalism and Mass Communication are presented in absentia. These candidates have been examined and found qualified for the degree. I pray they may be admitted to their respective degree.
I have the honor to request you, sir, to admit the candidates whose names are set out in the list to respective degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor of Niti University, I admit all the candidates presented to the degree of Master of Arts, and in token thereof, they have been presented with these degrees. Your speech and conduct should befit the degree awarded to you.
Candidates, please be seated.
The Dean of Faculty of Biological Sciences will now present the candidates.
Candidates of Master of Science, Biomedical Science, please rise. Sir, the candidates for the degree of Master of Science, Biomedical Science are presented, and all the remaining candidates of Master of Science, Biomedical Science are presented in absentia. These candidates have been examined and found qualified for the degree. I pray they may be admitted to the respective degree.
I have the honor to request you, sir, to admit the candidates whose names are set out in the list to respective degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor of Niti University, I admit all the candidates presented to the degree of Master of Science, Biomedical Science, and in token thereof, they have been presented with these degrees. Your speech and conduct should befit the degree awarded to you.
Candidates, please be seated.
Let me have the honor of introducing our today's chief guest, Dr. Mahesh Chandra Mishra. Dr. Mahesh Chandra Mishra is known as a leading surgeon and is also credited with developing the All India Institute of Medical Sciences Trauma Center into a model center for emergency care and services in the country. Having completed MBBS from Maharani Lakshmibai Medical College, Jhansi, Kanpur University in 1975, and MS General Surgery in 1979 from Motilal Nehru Medical College, Allahabad, University of Allahabad. Dr. Mishra started his professional career with All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, as a senior resident in the Department of General Surgery. In 1993, he was appointed as Professor and Head Head, Department of General Surgery, and in 2006, the Chief of the JPN Apex Trauma Center. In 1988, he was awarded the Commonwealth Medical Fellowship at the University of Manchester, Hope Hospital, Salford, UK. In the past 35 years, Dr. Mishra has achieved many credits both in academic and in the clinical areas. He was appointed examiner by Royal College of Physicians and Surgeons, Glasgow, UK for IMRCS Part 3 examination in Glasgow. He has been a clinical observer at the Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center in a gastric and the mixed tumor service of the Department of Surgery. He was worked on several projects including transvaginal cholecystectomy at the Minimally Invasive Surgery Training Center, University of Tübingen, Germany. Dr. Mishra has been visiting professor to many well-known international universities and hospitals, including New York Medical College, New York, University School of Medicine, USA, University of Tübingen, Germany, Mount Sinai Medical Center, New York, USA, and many more. He has received fellowship from American College of Surgeons, that is FACS, National Academy of Medical Sciences, India, that is FAMS, and Royal College of Physicians and Surgeons, that is FRCS, Glasgow, UK. He has been invited by several national and international institutions to deliver talks and conduct training in laparoscopic surgery and has been on several committees of the Government of India, National Task Force and State Public Service Commissions. Dr. Mishra has been a doyen in the field of minimally access surgery, that is laparoscopic or keyhole surgery. He was instrumental not only in developing this technique but also starting his facility at All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, way back in 1991. For this remarkable achievement, he has been awarded the most prestigious professional award, the Dr. B.C. Roy Award, National Award in 1996, and he has been actively involved in training of practicing surgeons and residents in a new technique. Dr. Mahesh Chandra Mishra, I have the honor to request you, sir, to deliver the convocation address.
Thank you very much for a very kind introduction. I am really honored to be here this afternoon at the 5th convocation of Nitya University, Mangalore. Honorable Chancellor, respected Pro-Chancellors, the learned Vice-Chancellor, Dynamic Registrar, Deans of Faculties, members of the Board of Management, and the Academic Council of the University, dignitaries on the dais and sitting in front, senior faculty members, invitees, proud parents of those who are graduating in this today's convocation, the graduates themselves, members of the teaching and non-teaching faculty, ladies and gentlemen. At the very first outset, I would like to give my heartfelt congratulations to all the students who are being awarded degrees today in their respective fields of achievement. It gives me immense pleasure and satisfaction to be present here for the 5th convocation of Nitya University and deliver this convocation address. It is indeed a privilege which has been conferred on me by the authorities of the Nitya University, which I cherish and I am grateful for that. Indeed, it is my first visit to the university and Mangalore itself. Although I have known of the developments taking place on this campus, which was initiated by the eminent jurist, late Shri Justice K.S. Hegde, who held important positions in India, such as being the Judge of Supreme Court of India and Speaker of the 6th Lok Sabha. And he was the inspiration for starting this university and had a vision. I am also delighted to learn that NITTE Group, which started with a small high school in the year 1979, has today grown into a large conglomerate of higher education and more than 20,000 students pursuing different academic programs on the campuses, various campuses of this university, encompassing disciplines like medicine, dentistry, pharmaceutical, architecture, nursing, physiotherapy, biomedical sciences, engineering, and journalism and mass communication, business management, etc. It is a unique university in the sense that you have medical and engineering streams together, which can actually pave the way for a lot of innovation on this campus in future. If the medical and engineering students come together, they discuss the problem which we face in day-to-day patient care activities, the low-cost innovations devices can be developed on this campus. It is also a matter of pride and satisfaction that NITTE University, under able leadership of the Chancellor, who is sitting here and blessing all of you, Shri N.V. Hegde, is a worthy son of the worthy father and spearheading and taking this institution for newer heights in higher education. All those graduating today indeed are lucky to have the right kind of a spirit environment on this campus, guidance, mentoring, and advice from their seniors. And there is a good ecosystem here, and that's the reason parents send their children on this campus. I want to wish all of you to the best in your careers. What I am going to do now for the students themselves, I would like to quote certain things from our Bhagavad Gita. In life, if you are positive, if you have vision, if you have determination, there is nothing is impossible in life to achieve. I would like to cite some examples of those whom you see, you read every day, and they all have taken some cue from the preachings, from the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. What I was told that most people in Bangalore understand Hindi, English, Malayalam, Kannada, and even Konkan. So what I would start with, everybody of you must work without bothering whether you are going to lose or win. हार जीत की चिंता बगैर लक्ष्य की ओर बढ़ें. You must have a focus towards achieving your goal without worrying about whether you will win or lose. This has been cited in Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 Shlok 11. Every individual may not have equal skill to begin with, but we all have equal opportunities to develop ourselves in those skills. We must recognize our potential, and instead of assessing less or more, try to bring them up, and then nobody can stop you or me or for anybody, and you will see that you can achieve what you envisioned for. And this was said by no other than our very respected President, former President of India, APJ Abdul Kalam. It is mentioned, we all know, Karmandi Evadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachan. This is chapter 2, Shlok 47. Believe me, somebody quote, I never got disillusioned or ran after the decorations and or titles like mega star, the grand hero of the century, or king of Bollywood. Sadika Mahanayak, you might have guessed whom I am talking about. I was an actor and tried to give best on the screen while doing various roles. These all decorations were added on to me by media, by public. I never thought that I'll do that. I only delivered my best, and this Amitabh Bachchan said that. Again. Another saying, मोह माया छोड़ मानवता के लिए काम करिए. Do not get mesmerized by materialism. Work for humanity. Again, it is chapter 5, Shlok 7. It is not essential that what we sow and we will reap the fruits ourselves. Somebody else may reap those fruits, may taste them. We come here on this earth empty-handed, we go empty-handed. But those who work for humanity, welfare of others, keep alive in hearts of millions later on. This was said no other than Warren Buffett, leading American businessman, taken cue from Bhagavad Gita. We work for our own self-satisfaction and not for physical comfort. शारीरिक सुख से ज़्यादा आत्म संतुष्टि के लिए हम सभी कार्य करते हैं और करने चाहिए. If becoming rich was our objective, we would have sold the company and lived happily on a bungalow on the beach. Our objective was to make life easier for world community. This was said by no other than Larry Page, founder of Google. And this is chapter 2, Shlok 20. Why I am saying this? Because today materialism has taken over the lives very heavily. In all professions, I am not talking of singling out any other profession, medical profession including. We want to jump the cart very quickly. What makes you most happy? Somebody asked President Kalam in one of the classes. He was interacting with the students. What made you most happy? He said that I was happy when Agni missile was successfully launched. I was happy when we had a nuclear weapon. We did the nuclear test in 1998. We prepared vision for 2020 for India. All the achievements or all the milestones made me happy. But what made me most happy, what he quotes, during his visit to one of the hospitals in Hyderabad, he found many children were struggling to walk with a caliper given to these polio affected children, which was weighing 4 kilograms. And at the request of Professor B.N. Prasad of Nizam Institute of Medical Sciences, who was the head of orthopedic department at that time, he asked his Agni missile friends, why can't we use the composite material used for Agni heat shield for fabricating these calipers for polio affected patients? They immediately agreed that it is possible. They started working on the project, and soon the caliper, which was weighing 4 kg, with that material it weighed 400 grams. And he said that gave me maximum happiness, where he could give service to so many polio affected children. Again, he developed a stent, cardiac stent, and he was traveling from Delhi to Dehradun in a train, and somebody came and wanted to have a photograph with him and said, I am alive because of your stent, which is low cost and it has been developed in India. And that is something which must be the eye-opener for all of us. We should not run after, and if we focus on humanity and serving the humanity, I think that is the ultimate, all the profession, because today I think everybody is here getting the degree except journalism and some others in medical field. In some way or the other they are linked, whether they are doctors, whether they are nurses, whether they are physiotherapists, whether they are technicians. Mahatma Gandhi has enumerated in one of his works how thoughts lead to destiny. Your beliefs become your thoughts. So you must have strong beliefs in you and yourself that you can do. Your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions. Your actions become your habits. Your habits become your values, and ultimately your values become your destiny. And that is something one must visualize to be. Dear friends, we all visualize a great healthcare system in India which should have center around the patient. Patient is the most important person in a hospital. When the patient enters, the hospital presents an angelic look, and all of them, the team members of the hospital, always wear smiles. And that is what patient half treated, what we say. डॉक्टर जैसे बात करता है उसी से पेशेंट की आधी बीमारी ठीक हो जाती है. The patient feels that I am going to get cured. Confidence, the trust, communication, compassion and trust, which is hard to find today. And this is where the bridge is becoming more wide, the trust deficit between the medical profession, the healthcare provider and the healthcare receiver. And that is where our challenge becomes even more important. The hospital consumes less electricity, we must ensure that, and less water by adopting green building concept for all modern tasks. The choice of the power source is solar and wind. And I think the Cochin airport has shown the way, and you have such a huge campus. Solar energy can really give you a lot of insight, and even in long run you can save a lot of money on that.